So today our focus is on yoga for weight loss. So before we get started with the practice, a little briefing of what we are looking at when we say yoga for weight loss. So usually most of us have a concern here and there at some point in life that we want to lose some weight or we want to lose fat. So I'm sure most of us have that, if not everyone. So let's talk a little bit about. So namaste, all of you who are sending messages. Namaste to everyone. Happy to see so many known faces. So as we were talking about weight loss or fat loss, so there is no one particular exercise or workout, say you go to the gym and you lose weight or you lose fat. So yoga aims at developing a holistic approach towards weight loss or fat loss. So when we say we use yoga as an aid to lose weight, we not only focus on practicing asanas just on the mat, it is also much more than practicing asanas. So when we say using yoga for weight loss, we focus on asana practice, pranayam practice. We also look at mindful eating. So there are so many parameters only other than asana practice. So today our focus is going to be on practicing some dynamic asanas. So when I say dynamic asanas, it's not going to be super hard, but it's going to be a little fast paced, little moderate paced also. We're going to hold these asanas for a little extra time than usually we do. So this holding helps in improving the muscle strength. So getting into a little bit of science. So once you develop more muscle strength in the body, it helps in cutting down the fat in the body. So there is little more science involved in it. So just to explain it in two more lines. So what happens is when you're doing some intense form of exercise or yoga or any form of workout, what happens is you start losing energy from the body. So how is this energy getting lost? It is getting lost by burning fat in your body. So what happens is by burning this fat, you develop muscle. Okay, so very simple terms. I'm explaining it in very layman terms or very simple terms, but science has different terms to it. So I'm not using such scientific terms. Just to cut it short, when you perform some difficult or some resistance-based exercises or asanas. So when it comes to asana practice, holding itself becomes resistance for your body. So when you're holding an asana for say 10 to 15 seconds, your body starts breaking the fat and you start developing muscle in the body. So over a period of time, when you practice this consistently, it helps in reducing the extra fat from the body and helps in improving muscle strength. So what we are going to practice today is an advanced or a modified version of regular Surya Namaskars. So regularly classical Hatha Yoga Surya Namaskars have 12 steps in each round, right? So we are adding some modifications to that and we'll also hold some steps for extra time. So that will help us in reducing fat from the body when done consistently. So of course, I'm not guaranteeing that today's class is going to help us lose fat, but using this daily or maybe say 3 or 4 times a week definitely will show you good results. So this has to be coupled with mindful eating, with a lot of other activities, good sleep. All these parameters, when they come together, is going to help you in achieving fat loss and not only this class. Okay, so let's get started. So I recommend all of you to switch on your videos if you're practicing along, just so that I can observe you and we can all have a good practice together. Just to set up the mood of the class, you can just turn on the videos to see each other and get motivated. Also, I want to see whoever videos are on, just to keep good angle so that we can I can see your mat and I can see you at full length. So let's get started by coming to a standing position. All right, so before we get started, anybody having any extreme pains in the body, any knee pain or any back pain, here and there I'm going to give some cues that you're supposed to take care in this asana and not overdo it. So just be mindful of any extreme severe back pain. I'm mentioning severe because what we are doing is not very tough or very hard on the body, but still if you have too much back pain or knee pain, just be careful. So let's get started by coming to a standing position. We're going to quickly do some fast warm-ups and then we'll get started with the practice. So we're going to begin by taking hip width distance between the feet. Alright, we're going to do simple warm-ups, Tadasana, Tiryak Tadasana, Kati Chakrasana. So take hip width distance between the feet, interlace the fingers together. Inhaling, stretch your arms up over the head. Raise the heels off the mat and give a nice long stretch to the body. Exhaling slowly, heels down, palms down. Once again, inhale and stretch up. Exhale down. Last round, inhale and stretch up. Exhale down. Maintain same distance between the feet. Raise the arms up. Now we are going to go for bending to both sides. So that is called as Tiryoktanasana, bending on both sides. So let's get started. Inhaling at the center and exhaling bend to the left. Inhaling center. Exhaling bend to the right. Inhaling center. Exhaling bend to the left. Inhale center. Exhale bend to the right. Inhale center. Last round. Exhale bend to the left. Inhale center. Exhale bend to the right. Inhale center. Exhaling slowly. Bring your arms at shoulder level now for twisting on both sides, also known as Kati Chakrasana. Let's get started. Your palms are facing down and your arms are at shoulder level. Inhaling at the center and exhaling, twist to your left. Inhaling center, exhaling, twist to the right. Anybody confused? My right arm is behind my back and my left arm is on the right shoulder and I'm looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling center. Repeating this for 2 more times. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhaling slowly. Release the arms. Relax. We'll go for some forward bends now. Anybody with severe back pain, avoid. Avoid bending to the full extent. Bend moderately. Alright? Maintain slight distance between the feet or feet together is also okay. From here, inhaling, bring both arms up. And exhaling, gently fold forward from the back. You can bend as much as possible. Try to keep your knees straight. Inhale and come up. Once again, exhaling, fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. Last round, exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. And exhaling, slowly release your arms from the sides. Relax. Let's take a quick few seconds of breathing break. Just relax yourself and also come to the top end of your mat. We will begin the Surya Namaskar practice. So first 2 rounds are going to be normal traditional Surya Namaskars with 12 normal steps. Okay. So we're going to come to the left side of the mat, the top end of the mat. Take a few seconds to breathe normally, so exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Once again, inhale deeply. Exhaling, bring your arms in front of your chest in Namaste. Keep your feet together. Inhale, stretch your arms up over your head, arch back. Exhaling, fold forward. Bend your knees slightly if you need to. Bring your palms on the mat in line with the toes. Inhaling, take the left leg back. Gaze forward or gaze up. Retaining your breath. Take the right leg back into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin on the mat into Ashtanga position. Inhaling, roll the head up, chest up, toes out into Cobra pose. Exhale, push your hips up, heels down into Downward Dog pose. Inhaling, take the left leg forward in between the palms. Exhale, take the right leg forward into forward bend. Inhale, stretch your arms up, arch back. Exhale, palms together. Round 2. Inhale, stretch your arms up, arch back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, take the right leg back. Try to take the right knee back as much as possible, keeping the right hip slightly slanted to the mat. Retaining your breath, take the left leg back into plank pose. Try and keep your body in one slant straight line. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin on the mat into Ashtanga pose. Inhale, roll the head up, chest up, toes out into Cobra pose. Exhale, push your hips up, heels down into Downward Dog. Inhale, take the right leg forward in between the palms. Exhale, take the left leg forward into forward bend. Inhale, stretch your arms up, arch back. Exhale, arms together. So from this round, from the next third round, we are going to keep on adding some new asanas, and we are also going to hold these asanas for some extra time, say 5 seconds to 7 seconds. So as the count increases, try and breathe normally while you're holding the pose. Okay? Let's get started round 3. So the asanas which we are going to add are going to be easy to follow, so I'm not demonstrating them beforehand. So while I do it, you can just observe on the screen and also do it alone. Right? So let's start. Inhale, stretch your arms up, arch back. Gently come into chair pose or Utkatasana. So we're going to bend our knees slightly and let our arms be upright and hold this chair pose for 5 seconds. Try and keep your back slightly arched or straight. Don't bend fully forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your palms down in line with the toes. Hold the position. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the left leg back. And now what I'm going to do is just observe it slightly. I'm taking my left palm on the left side of the right foot. Okay? I'm just twisting my body and raising my arm. Okay? I repeat. From the forward bend, I have taken my left foot back. Now I'm using my left palm to just twist myself and raise the right arm. Okay? So my body is twisted to my right side. So this is known as world's greatest stretch. Bringing the right palm down, taking the right leg back into plank pose. Simple, the usual plank pose. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring knees down, chest down, head down into Ashtanga position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, roll the head up, chest up, toes out into Cobra pose. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your hips up, heels down into Downward Dog. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, take the left leg forward. Hold the position, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, take the right foot forward. Raising the arms up back into chair pose. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, raise the arms up. And exhaling, bring the palms down. So observing some of you, chair pose, you're not bending your knees fully. So doing this is extremely easy. It's as good as standing. So try and bend slightly. Just thinking that you're sitting on a chair, that's where you'll feel the burning happening in your thighs. So doing this would be easy, but doing this would be slightly difficult. So try and bend a little bit. Okay. Let's go. Next round. Arms in front of your chest in Namaste. Inhaling, raise your arms up. Exhaling, chair pose. Bend your knees as much as possible, assuming you're sitting on a chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, fold forward. Try to keep your knees straight. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking the right leg back and twisting the body now towards the left side. So remember, this time my chest and upper body is twisting fully to the left. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left palm down. Take the left leg back into plank pose. Hold the position. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, knees, chest and chin on the mat into Ashtanga pose. See that your belly is not touching the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, get into Cobra pose. Try and keep your chest open, shoulders relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, push your hips up, heels down into downward dog. Try and lengthen your spine, push the hips up, hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the right leg forward in between the palms. Bring the left knee down. Hold the position. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the left foot forward and get into chair pose. Bend your knees as much as possible. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your knees. Bend back. Arch your back. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently bring your palms down. Back into Namaste. I'm sure most of your heart rate has increased. Breathe normally, few seconds more. We'll start the next round. Let's continue. So again, we are going to add some extra poses for the next couple of rounds. So we keep on adding until we finish the practice. So it's going to be easy to follow. Just keep observing on the screen. Let's continue. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, get into chair pose. So now you should get used to holding the chair pose. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, fold forward. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, take the left leg back. Twist your body to the right. Hold the position and breathe. Anybody confused, just look on the screen. My head and chest are facing to the right. Okay. I'm balancing myself on my left palm and right foot in the forward, left leg at the back. My left knee remains straight. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right palm down. Take the right leg back into plank pose. Hold the position and breathe. So the next pose, what we are going to do is we are not getting into Ashtanga. We are getting into Chaturanga Dandasana. You are going to observe me on the screen. I'm just bending my elbows and getting parallel to the mat. This way. So see my chest, my face are still on the air. I'm not touching the mat. From here we get into Ashtanga. So bring the chest Head and knees on the mat. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, roll the head up, chest up, toes out into cobra pose. So from cobra, what we are doing is we are lifting our knees and thighs, whatever the body is stuck on the mat, we are lifting it up. Alright? So some of you are getting into plank pose, which is incorrect. We are doing upward facing dog, which is like cobra, but cobra is not touching the mat. Lift it off the mat, okay? Keep your kneecap tight. Hold it and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your hips up, heels down into downward dog. Hold this position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, take the left foot forward. Bring the right knee down. Gaze forward or gaze up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the right leg forward. Get into chair pose. Bend your knees as much as you can. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your palms down. Get into forward bend. Keep your knees straight. Inhaling, raise your arms up. Exhaling, palms together. Next round, inhale, arms up. Exhaling, chair pose. Anybody confused with the chair pose? We are just bending our knees, raising our arms, keeping them in namaste. If you want, you can just observe on the screen. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend forward. Take the right leg back. And now twist to the left side. Keep your right leg straight. Keep your left arm closer to the ear. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left palm down. Take the left leg back into plank pose or dandasana. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we are getting into Chaturanga Dandasana and not Ashtanga. So bend your palms, bend your elbows and go down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here we get into upward dog pose. Lift up your knees and pelvis. Do not touch it in the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get into downward dog pose. Push up your hips and heels. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. Take the right foot forward. Bring the left knee down. Gaze forward or gaze up. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the left foot forward. Get into chair pose. Hold the position and breathe. Bend your knees, everyone. For those of you who are just standing, bend down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, arms up. And exhaling, palms down. Take a quick few seconds to breathe normally. If you want, just walk here and there. We'll continue in about 30 seconds to just take a breathing break. If you want, you can sip a little bit of water, assuming it's hot everywhere across India. So let's continue with the practice. Everybody back on your mats. You will left, unfortunately, with the same number of rounds we have finished with, but stay till the end of the practice. We are going to finish it very soon. So as they say, the ending part becomes faster, but the starting is difficult. So we are about to finish, but we are still midway. Okay, I hope that was not demotivating, rather motivating. So let's continue. Palms in front of your chest in Namaste. Exhale completely. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, chair pose. So while you're holding such poses, breathe normally. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, fold forward. Try and keep your knees straight. If it's too difficult, bend them slightly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, take the left leg back. Bring the left palm down, twist to the right side. Hold this position and breathe. Try and keep your left knee straight. If it is too much painful, you can bend it slightly. Ideally, keep it straight. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right palm down. Take the right leg back into plank pose. So for anybody finding it difficult to get into Chaturanga, you can hold plank pose itself for 10 seconds, okay? So hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if you want to get into Chaturanga, you can get into it, or else you can also remain in Ashtanga position or remain in plank pose. Your choice. So let's get into Ashtanga position for those of you who are ready. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, get into upward dog pose. So see, in upward dog, only my palms and toes are on the mat. Lift up the body. Do not touch the pelvis and knees on the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, push your hips up, heels down into downward dog pose. A little variation here. We're going to raise our left leg up. So this becomes a three-legged dog, okay? So lift the left leg as much as possible. Bring the left leg down. Switch to the right leg now. Hold it. Breathe. Keep the right leg straight. Bring the right leg down. Take the left foot forward in between the palms. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the right foot forward. Get into chair pose. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, gently fold forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, palms together. Let's continue with the next round. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, get into chair pose. So for those of you who are comfortable doing chair pose, a little variation we add here is we get into a twisted chair pose. So just observe on the screen. So we are still from the lower body in the chair pose. What we are doing is we are taking the right side of the elbow towards the left outer thigh. Okay, and we're just twisting by keeping both our palms in Namaste. If it's too difficult for you, just continue with the chair pose or else just observe me for once more. I'm squatting in chair pose, taking my right elbow on the left side of the left outer thigh and twisting this way. Okay, so my palms are in Namaste and I'm twisting towards the right. Anybody confused? Once more, I'm squatting, taking my right elbow to the left thigh and just twisting to the left. If it's too difficult for you, continue with the normal chair pose. So let's go. If you're in chair pose, continue or just now do the twist towards the left side. Okay, so we are done on one side, so let's do the twist on the other side. Releasing the twist, get down into forward bend. Inhaling, take the right leg back now and twist towards the left. World's greatest stretch towards the left. Hold the position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left palm down. Take the left leg back into plank pose. So I observe a lot of you are finding it difficult to hold chaturanga position for a long time. So we'll hold plank pose for 10 seconds, okay? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, chest down, chin down into Ashtanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, head up, stomach up, and knees off the mat into upward facing dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your hips up, heels down into downward dog. From here, raise the right leg up into three-legged dog. Lift up as much as possible. Press the palms on the mat, lift up. Bring the right leg down, switch to left leg. Bring the left leg down, take the right foot forward in between the palms. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the left foot forward. Once again into chair pose. Hold the chair pose for 10 seconds. If not, twist to the left. If twisting is happening, take the palms on the left side, on the right side and join in Namaste. Again, switch to the other side. So I'm doing the chair pose on the right side by twisting. Again, back to center, bring the palms down. Keep your knees straight, few seconds more. Inhaling, raise the arms up. Exhaling, palms down. So we're left with last 2 rounds. Do not give up, just last 2 rounds left. Let's continue. Exhale completely, palms in front of your chest in Namaste. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, get into chair pose. Anybody who wants to continue with twisting, continue. We are holding here for a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, fold forward. So we are adding all the practices which we learned throughout the number of rounds we finished with one extra practice in this. Inhaling, take the left leg back into world's greatest stretch, twist to the right. Hold it and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right palm down. Take the right leg back into plank pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, chest down, chin down into Ashtanga position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, get into upward dog pose. Lift up the knees and thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your hips up, heels down into downward dog pose. Hold it and breathe. Lift up the left leg. Lift up as much as you can. Bring the left leg down. Switch to the right leg. Bring the right leg down. Take the left foot forward and observe me carefully now. We are getting into warrior pose. So my right foot is pointing to the front. Left thigh comes parallel to the mat. And we are raising our arms up into warrior pose. So hold the position and breathe. The back leg, the back knee remains straight. The front thigh is parallel to the mat. Palms are up in Namaste, elbows straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the right foot forward. Bring the palms down. Keep the knees straight. Inhaling, raise the arms up. Once more into chair pose. Hold the position and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the knees. Raise the arms, arch back. Exhaling, palms down in namaste. One last round. Let's get started. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, get into chair pose. Anybody wants to do twisting, you can continue to do so. So let's all of us twist since it's the last round. So let's finish all the steps in this round. So twist to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist to the left now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the palms down. Take the right leg back and get into towards greater stretch. Twist to the left now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left palm down. Left leg back in plank pose. Hold it and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees, chest and chin on the mat into Ashtanga pose. Let the belly not touch the mat, lift up the belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise the head up, chest up, belly off the mat, knees off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up the hips, heels down into downward dog. Try and keep your back as lengthy as possible. Lift up the right leg. Lift up as much as possible. Right leg down, switch to left leg. Bring the left leg down. Take the right foot forward. Get into warrior pose. Right thigh becomes parallel to the mat now. Left leg remains straight. Raise the arms up, arch back. Keep your arms fully straight. Palms in namaste. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the palms down. Take the left foot forward. Get into chair pose. Last chair pose. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the palms down into forward bend. Surrender your head to the gravity. Hold the position and breathe normally. Inhaling, raise your arms up, arch back. Exhaling, bring your palms down, release the arms, relax. We are not yet done. We are left with one very important pose, especially for women. So I have saved it for the last. It is named as Ridanga Bandha or the drum pose. Also, it resembles the Kali pose. So as the name suggests, Kali goddess. So it is very beneficial for women. So let's look at how it's done. So yes, we're going to do immediately, even though we are getting out of breath. But one last pose. So what we're doing is we are taking about 1 meter distance between the feet, 1.5 meter distance. And then what we're going to do is we're going to squat down this way. So now my toes are taking an outward angle. They're not pointing the front, they're pointing outwards, okay? At an angle outwards from the center, okay? So roughly about 45 degrees from the center. So we're going to squat down this way and see that the knees don't cave in. They are following the path of the toes. So right now my right knee is in line with my right toes. Left knee is in line with left toes. So what I mean is I don't want your knees to fall inside, let them fall outside, okay? You're going to squat down as much as possible. If you can squat till here, well and good. If not, till here is also okay. So why is this named as drum pose? Because we are assuming that we are holding a drum in our hand and hence the name Ridanga Bandha pose, okay? So just observe it from the side. I'm going to squat down and hold a drum. Bring my arms in line with the body and just assume that we're holding a drum here. So we're going to hold this for 10 seconds. So get started. If you want, just take a quick break, breathing break. Just relax your legs. It's going to be a little difficult to hold after such intense Surya Namaskar. So just take a quick breathing break and then let's get started. So why is this good for women before we get started? It's because it improves the blood circulation towards the reproductive organs. It helps in increasing the muscle strength in our thighs. So the lower body is extremely, good health of lower body is extremely important for all women. It depends on different phases of life when we start losing muscle mass. So we always need muscles in the body, especially for women, okay? So this pose, I recommend you all to practice it every day, at least for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Keep on increasing the time duration of holding the pose, okay? So let's get started. Take distance between the feet, 1.5 meters, depending on your height, okay? Don't take too long distance. Let's start. Begin by squatting down. Make sure your knees are caving out, not falling inside. Once you have squatted down, bring your palms in front of your body as if you're holding a drum, alright? See that you're not leaning forward. Try to keep your upper body erect, okay? Don't lean forward. Let's get started. I know already 5 seconds have passed, so that's how I'm cheating. We're holding for 10 seconds only now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release the pose, release your arms. Bring your feet together, relax. You want to shake your legs a little, relax yourself. Just breathe normally, relax. So I think we deserve a long Shavasana now, but we will not take a long Shavasana. We'll take a quick Shavasana and we'll get back to some breathing practices. So before we go to breathing practices, let's take a quick Shavasana. So gently lie down on your mat on your back. Take a distance between the feet. Take a distance between your arms. Keep them away from the body. Keep your neck relaxed and keep the whole body very loosely lying on the mat. Keep your eyes very gently closed. Begin the Shavasana by taking few normal deep abdominal breaths. Once your breath feels relaxed, auto suggest your entire body to relax. Release all the tiredness, tension, discomfort with every breath going out. And with every breath coming in, suggest the body to bring in comfort, relaxation, positivity into the body. As you breathe out, release all the stress and negativity. And as you breathe in, bring in positivity, comfort, and relief back into your body. Make sure your mind is still in the practice and it is not wandering elsewhere on any external sounds or thoughts. Every time it wanders elsewhere, try to bring it back towards the sounds of your breathing, towards the practice. Preparing to release the Shavasana. Gently move your feet. Move your fingers. Take the arms up over the head. Bring the feet together. Give a nice long stretch to the body. Stretch your feet in the front, arms at the back. Stretch your whole body, releasing all the lethargy. Slowly release the arms. Turn to the right side of your body. Make a pillow with the right arm. And rest your head on the pillow. Keep your eyes still closed. Reaping all the benefits of today's practice of Shavasana. With the support of your left palm in front of your chest, come back into a sitting position. And you can slowly open your eyes. So please come back into a sitting position. We are going to go for some pranayama practice, which is connected to giving you benefits such as weight loss. So I wouldn't say practicing this pranayama alone is going to help in weight loss, but it helps in aiding or making the weight loss faster. So this pranayama is very popular, and I am sure with some yoga background, all of you must be already practicing. So it's known as Kapalabhati. So this is not actually a pranayama, but it's known as a kriya. So since we are adding it to a yoga class, I would suggest that we can practice it under pranayama as well. So I'm going to answer any questions you have after we finish Kapalbhati practice. So anybody who's new to Kapalbhati or has not practiced, I would just give a little brief description of what Kapalbhati is. So here in Kapalbhati, what we are doing is we are using our belly to throw air out of the nose. Okay, so our lips remain closed throughout. So we are exhaling always or pushing out air rapidly through our contractions of the belly. So I'm going to give a quick round of demonstration of how Kapalbhati is done. So usually in Kapalbhati, we are using our belly. So we want our belly to be relaxed during the practice. So how can we keep our belly relaxed? Of course, by not eating food before yoga practice. So that's a basic rule. So coming to real rules, we want our belly to be relaxed by using a mudra known as Drona mudra. Okay, so drone is where we get prasadam, right? So opposite, reverse of that, when you place your palm, reverse of drone is known as drona mudra. So this mudra we are keeping on our knees. So what happens is these mudras are not only some gestures, but they're also sending some neural signals to our body. So by keeping such mudra, what happens is the muscles of the stomach feel relaxed. So that's how Kapalbhati becomes more effective. It's not a compulsion to do Drona Mudra while Kapalbhati, just to make it more effective. You can keep your palms in Drona Mudra. All right. So we're going to keep our back straight, shoulders relaxed, neck comfortable, and eyes always closed during Kapalbhati. So I'm going to give a quick round of demonstration. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing my belly in. Okay, I'm sucking my belly in and throwing air out of my nose. Okay, so this happens rapidly. So say I do it for 15 times in one round. So one round can have even 15 strokes, 20 strokes, a maximum of 100 strokes also with regular practice. Okay, so right now I'll do a few strokes just to show. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes, sit erect, keep my shoulders relaxed. So first I'm going to inhale through my nose. So if you're able to hear my sound, my sound is a little fast. But if you're a new beginner to this practice, you're not focusing more on the speed, but you're focusing on the how well you're exhaling. Okay, so fast pace is nothing if the effectiveness is not right. Okay, so you want to fully exhale the air out and not go too fast. Okay, so it is not necessary that you go for 100 strokes in one round, but you're doing some shallow breathing. So I don't want that. You want to fully do. If you're doing even 5 strokes, make that more effective. Doesn't mean that if you do 15 strokes only it's effective. Even 5 strokes done nicely is equivalent to 15 strokes not done nicely. Okay, so we are not focusing here on speed, we are focusing on the quality of our strokes. Okay, so we'll go for 3 such rounds. Anybody who is doing it already, you can go for as number of strokes as possible for you, or else I'm going to give a count for after every one round, so you can stop as I suggest you to stop. Okay, so let's get started. Everybody in Drona Mudra, keep your back straight, shoulders relaxed, neck comfortable, and eyes closed. Take a deep breath inside. Breathe out completely. Once more, inhale deeply and begin. Please stop the practice. Let your eyes be closed. Don't make any physical movements. We'll go to the second round very quickly. Once you feel ready, begin with the second round. Complete the second round. Breathe normally. Begin with the third round now. Complete the third round and breathe normally. Do not open your eyes. And now you can gently open your eyes. So that was a quick practice of Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati should be done almost every day. And for women who are going through menstruation, avoid the practice during and avoid doing Kapalbhati during menstruation. At least when you have flow going on, do not practice it. At least for the first 3 or 4 days, it's not recommended to practice. Also for people with ongoing high blood pressure issues, which is beyond control or it's not under control even with medication, do not practice Kapalbhati. Okay. So these were some yoga practices and pranayama practices which can aid in weight loss, but not only these things, coupled with a lot of other things. So this is one of the, I would say, limbs of doing, trying to help you in achieving fat loss. Okay. Yes, anybody who has questions, if you're able to unmute yourself, you can unmute and ask. You can't unmute? Okay.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
It was very effective and it was very energetic. First round was little difficult, but then I was able to do it. Thank you so much.
Very nice. I hope it was not very difficult for all of you. It's can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Yeah, I was saying I hope it was not very difficult for all of you. So as Dharmiji said, it's really effective if done consistently. So try to do this practice for at least 3 or 4 days a week, and you will really see results in minimum of 4 weeks time. So you will start seeing that, your energy levels improve and you see some toning of the body. So, most of us, I see, are women. So we're always concerned about some toned parts of the body. So you want that to happen. So you can use this as a practice in your regular practice if you're doing yoga. Anybody else has any questions? Okay, so somebody has asked how many rounds of Surya Namaskar. So if you're doing Surya Namaskar, regular Surya Namaskars, traditional, the Hatha Yoga 12 steps one, at least I would say 12 rounds. So a minimum number, I would say 12 rounds is really important. But if you can go for more, and if your asana practice that day is only Surya Namaskars, you can also go for more rounds, say 24. It will become like a cardio for you. So if you keep on increasing the pace of regular Surya Namaskars also, it becomes cardio. Okay. So you can also go for 24 rounds. That will help in, if you're doing treadmill, say for 15-20 minutes, the 24 rounds of Surya Namaskar will be equivalent to that itself. So if you're using yoga for weight loss, why not use Surya Namaskars with increased pace? Okay. I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Nandini ji. Good to see you. And you've mentioned feet pain. So take care for feet pain. There's nothing much yoga suggests to do. Rather, it says that take rest for that particular part if it is especially feet. And also, I remember you had asked this question once in morning yoga class about feet pain. So avoid sitting in Vajrasana. I see you sitting in Vajrasana, so don't sit in Vajrasana. Feet position for warrior pose. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show. So somebody has asked, can you please show feet position for warrior pose? So in this, we were doing a little fast pace. So here and there position doesn't matter. But if you're really practicing only warrior pose and holding it, just that as an individual pose, I'm going to show how the feet position is. So suppose you're doing a warrior pose with your left foot forward. So my left foot is completely pointing towards the front. Right foot is at an angle of 45 degrees or pointing to the front. Okay, never at towards the right. It can point towards the left or point towards the front. And now the left thigh becomes parallel to the floor. How much parallel? As parallel as possible, but making sure the left knee doesn't cross the left toes. So if you're doing this, it's incorrect. My left knee is gone outside of my toes. So how much parallel? Parallel till where your left knee is still behind in line with the left heel, that is you're going correct. Okay, and the right leg, the right knee always remains straight. Okay, and we are holding this pose, raising the arms up and arching back slightly. Okay, and keeping the arms and elbows straight is very important for proper alignment. So you want your elbows straight and palms joined up in thumbs. Alright. So that was a feet positioning in warrior pose. Anybody has any more questions? After how many hours of having food can we perform yoga? So if it is a meal, say lunch or breakfast, if your lunch, if suppose you're having lunch at 1 p.m., then I would suggest having 3-4 hours of gap is minimum. Okay, so if you're having some snacks or something for after 1.5 hours, you can have. So if you're having fruits also, fruits get digested really fast. So after 30 minutes also you can do. But if you're eating some heavy food, at least 3 to 4 hours, and then you should feel light on the stomach basically, because if you're doing it on some heavy food, then the practice is not effective, and basically I think it doesn't work that effectively. So at least 3-4 hours after lunchtime. Breakfast, usually if it's not heavy, you can keep a gap of 2-3 hours and do it. At lunch, usually in India, we are at least having heavy lunch. So keep 3-4 hours gap and then you can practice. Any more questions? Total 12 Surya Namaskars means both legs. So yes, one round is considered in Hatha Yoga practice. Usually one round is on one leg. So if I do one round on left leg, one round on right leg, that becomes 2 rounds. So in some schools, they say left and right becomes one round. But what I have learned is on one leg when you do, it's one round. So 12 such rounds. Thank you very much for all of you who felt energetic and not the opposite. So I was really scared of doing some new practices because we've not done this very often. I was a little skeptical about doing it, of how drained people might feel, but I see a lot of energetic messages. So I'm very happy and feeling very positive that we did this today. For weight loss, what else can we do? We can do a lot many things for whoever has asked this. So this is just one very simple thing. What you can do is practice yoga. But other than that, I suggest for women especially to practice strength training. So strength training is what? Using weights. So it doesn't mean that we have to build muscles like those bodybuilders, but using muscle training, strength training or resistance training. This can be done using dumbbells, very simple dumbbells, 5 kilo dumbbells, 7 kilo dumbbells, using kettlebells, using resistance bands. So whatever we see at gyms, you do not use only treadmills or cycling for losing weight. That does not work. It is one part, but strength training is more important for women than men. So I would say using squats, lunges, push-ups, all these things are very feminine and should be done by women of any age, beginning from 18 years of age to menopausal women as well. So what happens is we start feeling weak, our calcium deposits go low once we, start progressing towards our age. So after 30, what happens is we start losing muscle very rapidly. So for women especially, you should be practicing strength training. So this can be done at gyms. It can also be done at home using body weight exercises like squats, like lunges, like push-ups, as I already mentioned. So this resistance training is very, very effective in keeping your muscle strength good and also helping in weight loss. So not weight loss, but I would say fat loss. So we also do these resistance training sessions online, just like these workshops. We also have a workshop where we teach resistance training using resistance bands. So it's a very user friendly and online friendly session. So whenever we would have this fat loss, weight loss session, I'm sure some of you have attended that session already. So you can maybe sign up for that session when we start that workshop again. So it's very important for women. For men also, but I'm being a little partial since it's Women's Day time. So I'm just suggesting that you practice resistance training. Even if you're going to gyms, do not only do say treadmill or those elliptical bikes. Don't go only there. Also go to the places where you see dumbbells, where you see some barbells, kettlebells. Use those weights, okay? As much as you can lift. I'm not asking you to lift 40 kgs or 50 kgs weight. Do some strength training to help you build muscle. All right, any more questions? Okay, so that was Nikunja ji had asked that what else can we do? So of course, mindful eating plays a very important role. So other than only exercising and eating everything will never help you achieve fat loss or weight loss. So mindful eating is, I would say, as important as exercise. So when we say mindful eating, we already know what is mindful eating, what is good for us, bad for us. So it's a very vast topic. So we all know what is good for us to eat, what is not so good. So I would say keep 80-20 rule. Eat all the good foods, eat more of good foods, less of bad foods. I know, when you put your fingers on the food, you know already if it's very good for you or not so good for you. So we are very mindful and we know all that. We have that knowledge. It's not that none of us is dumb here, but sometimes, the mind is monkey mind. So it says it's okay to eat. So keep that it's okay only 20% of the times, 80% of the times, eat good food. So that 20% you keep for your emotional well-being also. Don't be very strict with yourself. So have that 80-20 rule. Eat more of good foods like, as I mentioned, it's a very vast topic, but still try to eat more of millets, try to include vegetables, fruits, And that 80% of your times, 20% of your times, you can have some junk food or some cravings or whatever as that, it will get satisfied on 1 or 2 days of the week, I would say. Any more questions? Oh, wonderful. So there is someone who was feeling backache and now feels better after the Surya Namaskar and stretching. Very nice. I was just hoping it doesn't increase anybody's back pain, but good that your back pain is getting better with the practice. So very nice. We also had a session yesterday for yoga for back pain, so you can also refer to that. I am sure it is there on YouTube, and the link is also shared, so you can also refer to that. If there are no more questions, then we would conclude the session here. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. I had a really great time practicing along with all of you. So thank you very much, everyone. Okay, there is some question. What is your opinion about intermittent fasting? Okay, intermittent fasting, I would say, okay, so intermittent fasting, I would say, I would not say it's a fad or it's a marketing gimmick or something, but for women, especially if you're asking from a woman's point of view, so women are very hormonally vibrant. So when I say hormonally vibrant, our hormones keep fluctuating up and down throughout our life. So when you start menstruating, when you have pregnancy, when you're dealing with so many changes in the body, you have menopause, okay, so many changes in the reproductive organs. So you are very moving up and down hormonally. So when there is too many alterations in your diet, your body cannot take it. So intermittent fasting, I feel, is like, sometimes punishing yourself. So when you're going through a menstrual cycle, say when, of course, we know that it's a 28-day cycle, right? So when you're nearing your cycle, most of us women experience more hunger, correct? So suppose you're about to get your menstruation, say at an expected date of tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So you experience more hunger a week before that period. Okay. So at that time, if you're practicing intermittent fasting, your body does not understand that why are you not giving food. So intermittent fasting is like you're putting a rule to your body that before 12 p.m. I'm not going to eat. But your body is starving and it is going to eat up the good nutrients in your body. Okay. So I'm explaining this in a very simple layman term. So it has, of course, a lot of scientific evidence to it that it's good and very good or something. But what I understand is it is a little torture to the body. So you cannot be practicing intermittent fasting throughout the month, I would say. If you want to practice post your menstruation or your 4-5 days of cycle, if you want to do here and there, it is good to be practiced, helps in weight loss. But don't do it very irrationally or don't do it very not so mindfully. Just check how you're feeling. If you're feeling, that not being able to do any kind of work and just resting and doing intermittent fasting, it's of no use. So take a wise decision before you do any kinds of fasting. So Ekadasi and all is good, but don't do intermittent fasting, I would say. All right. For knee pain, what all poses I need to avoid? So for knee pain, I would say there are a lot of poses where we are holding. Don't do extra poses. Don't do standing poses where you're holding, bending the knee and holding the pose for extra time. That will cause little damage to you. So any pose where you're folding the knee and holding it can increase your knee pain. And also very simple to understand, any pose where you experience some pain beyond while you release the pose also, if there is pain, then avoid doing it. Simple. Okay. All right, so that's it for today. I will sign out now. So hope you all had a great time. Thank you. And please log on at the same time tomorrow. We have 3 more sessions, I believe. So all the best for the 3 more sessions. Thank you very much, everyone.